Hey, it is Random Doll Account back with another video. And you know those days whenever a doll comes in and you want to sit here and be like, oh, I'll wait, but you're just too excited. This is me with this doll. As you all know, this is Sunkissed and St-Barth's Poppy Parker. You probably saw it in the thumbnail. I was not expecting her to come this soon. I paid for her last Thursday, and then I got her today. I'm going to first go ahead and give a special thank you to I have a shipping buddy with a woman named Stefania. So thank you, Stefania. She basically gave me her lottery tickets for all of these dolls, and this one got a ping on her account. So thank you, Stefania. On my account, I was able to go ahead and get the tweet anniversary tweet poppy. So that will come as soon as anniversary tweet becomes, a thing in people's minds. But yeah, she came super fast and I am so excited. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to give you guys a view of this box cover. So as you can see on the front, okay, so it is in this honestly, it's the color of like a chic living room. It's a dusty gray blue, and as you can see, it says Poppy Parker X Jason Wu collection. And then on the back, you have the silhouette of Poppy. And then once you take that off, you end up with a pure Jason Wu collection box. And this box is just white all around. And then you just take it, you open it. I shake this thing open, sorry if this looks like torture to you, but it's the fastest way for me to get it out. And then you see our girl. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show her really, really up close in box. So I was so excited because I've been seeing all week photos of this girl. Here. I've been seeing photos of this girl all week on social media as she was coming in. And to be honest, the more and more I saw her, the more and more I fell in love with her. So right out the bat, I can tell you that the textures on the coat is very soft. It feels like a human grade coat. In this face, I'm giving myself a minute to look at it really, really closely. Is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I had to take like a little piece of hair off, but from what I see, yes, it's a little bit more of like artistic style interpretation. I love that. I saw on the forums, I want to say, that this artist, the artist who did the face up, is from China and is apparently a very well respected repainter. I'll go ahead and give you guys another turn of what the box looks like from here. And I'm cracking this girl open. I want to see her in person so bad. Okay, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm so excited. Here she is, D-Box, Sunkissed in St-Barth. So let's go ahead. Let's figure out her COA situation, and then we'll get into the doll herself. Okay, so I am currently looking at her certificate of authenticity, in the words of Edmund. All right, so what I'm seeing is that mine is the edition size 454 of 800. So not very many made. And from what I understand, this is the one time that this mold, or not this mold, this screening is going to be used, and then it's going to be retired after this point. So let's just go ahead and have a quick discussion about what she comes with. First things first, let's talk about accessories. So this Poppy comes with a teal purse. She comes with a pair of black sunglasses, and she comes with a gold bracelet. And as for her hands, she comes with a pair of open hands with short fingernails. And then she also comes with a pair of grip hands with short fingernails. If you know Jason Wu, you know does not believe in the beauty of a long nail. I disagree with that statement, but hey, who am I going to judge, All right, now let's go ahead and have a quick conversation about the doll herself. As you can see, she's in Sunkissed, right? In my opinion, this face is the star of the show. I think that this is here. I think that this is the prettiest version of the screening. She's so soft and so light. She almost looks like airbrushed or something. She's gorgeous in real life. Um, if you want like the most delicate, beautiful, like not harsh at all, just soft version of this face, here it is. Okay, this is 10 out of 10. Now let's go ahead and just talk about what she's wearing. Okay, so she comes with the flat feet, Integrity Toys flat feet, which is very common for Jason Wu dolls, I've noticed. I prefer heeled foot, but hey, you know what? Once again, my opinions don't really matter at the end of the day. I can do what I want with my dolls after I buy them, right? So she comes with these teal shoes, and then she comes with this coat. I love this coat. It's very it feels like a linen of some sort. Anyways, and then I've of course cinched her because, you know, who doesn't love a good snatched waist? But once you open up her coat, you'll see that it is lined in polka dots. And then she has this polka dot bow. She has a white dress shirt underneath. And then she has a pair of differently colored tan shorts with a little belt. So here's my thoughts about this outfit. What do I like? Actually, I like almost all the elements individually. I like this coat, I like the shirt, and I like the shorts, and I like this. But however, an issue that I'm having with this doll is that she comes off very bulky. So I want to restyle her into something so that the bulk is a little bit more gone. Additionally, so this teal and this teal are not the same teals. I wish if we were going to use a teal that it would be a dark teal, just because I feel like a lighter teal is a little bit more of a dated color. Dark teal has been coming back in this like mid-century type of way. I have a lot of dark teal around my house, right? But this light teal reminds me of like 2010 to 2012. I wish that that were different. Now, what I will say with 1000% certainty, look at this stand, a clear Poppy Parker stand. Let's keep this. I love this. This is a great idea. I think that a clear Poppy Parker stand, not only are Poppy Parker stands like super space efficient, I love a good Poppy Parker stand, but also I feel like having a clear stand offers more opportunities for display because I know a lot of people that have completely clear cabinets, and I feel like this is ideal. So 10 out of 10 for that. So I know I just mentioned it. I'm restyling her. So what I'm going to do is I will come back with the restyled version of this doll, and then we'll talk all of the drama because we know it's happened. I'll give a little quick review over all of this doll, and yeah, we'll just get into the nitty gritty. Okay, so it's been some days later, but here she is, Holiday in St-Barth's Poppy restyled. So I've noticed that a lot of people have been doing kind of like a bright white type of thing with this doll. I want it to be different. I also try to just like use what the things that the doll has with like some additional stuff in order to kind of reimagine what I would like the doll to be like instead of just straight up like completely redoing it. So here's what happened with this doll. Let's break it down. So in order to remove bulk, because basically what I found was that I found the shirt to be very stifling, right, to the neck. So I removed the shirt, and I also removed these shorts because I felt like something needed to go to the bottom. And once again, bulk removal. And then I kept the dress. And then what I did was I belted it with the Curious Gift Sets belt in order to make kind of like a coat dress. As you can see, I added high heels to this situation. So what I did was I just took Return to Misty Hollows Poppy, and I, because they have the same skin tone, I just stole the high heels and then I stole the legs from that set, and then I added it onto this Poppy. And then for the leggings, honestly, you could just use Return to Missy Hollows for most of this. So you could use Return to Missy Hollows leggings. I used the additional leggings that I had from Pretty Pink Poppy. So that's where that came from. And then basically, I have a Defalusi Model 3. Her purse never stays on her. And it's because those dolls don't come with grip hands. So I was like, you know what, girl? If you are just going to throw that purse around, then I'm going to give it to Poppy. And that's what happened. And then I put the glasses on top. And that is how I decided to restyle her. Obviously, this is very, very different. Yeah, I have her legs right here, right? So she's not using her original legs. A lot of the original outfit isn't being used. But overall, I like this styling better. And I'll tell you why I did it this way, other than just like I wanted to use some of the things that came with the doll. Um, I felt like this doll, the skin tone is so pretty and the face is so pretty. I really wanted that to be the focus of discussion and not really as much the outfit. So I thought, okay, if I keep it simple, if I give it a very neutral color scheme, and then I just really make the face the star of the show, she would look 10 out of 10 gorgeous. And to be honest, yeah, I like her so much better this way. I think that she just really, really shines. Oh yeah, I forgot to add. So on her neck area, I just put like a little tiny t-shirt that I had from like a Rainbow High doll on there. I did not spend any money in order to redo this. I just literally took what I had and this is what I came up with. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk review, drama, all that good stuff. So review, she's worth it. Her face, I think, is 10 out of 10 amazing. I love this face. Now, do I think that this doll needs a lot of restyling? Yes, I do. Reason why is because she just comes naturally with so much bulk. And honestly, I just don't think that Jason really thought that one through with the bulk part. I like the fashion itself. It overextends on a doll. And so I changed that up. I also removed the teal because the fact that the teal was not matching was going to drive me up a wall. So that's how we ended up with this. So if you want a just 10 out of 10 stunning nude doll, you can't get better than this. Like, this is gorgeous. And considering the fact that I have it up, according to the word on the street, this face is never going to be done again. So the 4 dolls that were made with it are the only dolls that are going to be made from it. And the fact that it came from Yingji Moon on Instagram, who is incredibly talented. And we live in, I live in the US. So we live in rough times right now. I would love to, play around with more of the Chinese one of a kind artists. But as you all know, things have been going on in the world. So this is a really great way to get that type of screening without, having rough times later on. But yeah, she's gorgeous. She's stunning. But we've got to talk about something. What is going on with these prices? What is happening? Like, I'm sorry, she's gorgeous. Like, I'm happy that I paid for her. I think that she's worth the money that I paid for her. On the secondary market, though, what are they smoking? Like, for real, this is ridiculous. Like, I just don't understand. She's really pretty, but to be honest, I had to change a lot in order for me to really, really like her like this. I think that she is a really fun doll to restyle. I would not pay the type of secondary market prices that she's going for right now for a doll that I have to restyle like that. Like, that is crazy. And then with Iconic Moment and Portrait in Black too. Like, what are we on, guys? Can we have a conversation real quick? Like, we have the Sweet 16 event coming in a couple months. Those dolls are also going to be incredibly limited. Why are we paying this type of money? Like, I'm being honest. Like, what is happening? And especially because what I've seen of like the faces of Iconic Moment and Portrait in Black too. Once again, it's worth the price, the retail price, but I don't think it's worth anything past that, especially because the faces are coming in greasy. Like, I'm just saying, like, and the other thing was, I gave the benefit of the doubt to those dolls because they looked very bulky inside of the stock photos, and you and I both know Integrity Toy stock photos cannot always be the best representation. No, they looked like that in real life, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I don't. I'm. How do I say this? I really loved Portrait in Black too, based off the stock photos. Not as much iconic moment, but I really liked Portrait in Black too. I'm a little bit happy that I ended up winning this doll instead because I kind of feel like I would have not been happy about the bulk of those dresses. I'm very impressed by the quality of them, but it probably would have driven me crazy long term to have a doll that bulky. So I am kind of glad that I ended up with this one. And I also ended up with Anniversary Tweed. And I don't think that that's going to be an issue either once I get her. I think she's probably going to end up being my favorite of the four. But I'm kind of looking at this, I'm like, yeah, these are not worth the secondary market prices they're going for right now. I think that this one comes the closest, right? Because she's the cheapest. So if you're just madly, obsessively in love with this doll and you can do the changes that are like $0 changes, like with me, then do I think that she could be worth it for some people? Yes. However, Iconic Moment and Portrait in Black 2 will never be on this channel. And the reason why, I don't have money like that. I'm going to December. Like, December's happening. So, no, no. And then additionally, I'll say that the madness going on about people talking about this screening, some people are saying, oh, there's some pixelation, whatever. I'll tell you from my experience, I do not physically see any pixelation, but I'm also a small batch YouTube channel with not very good cameras. So maybe it's because I don't have professional cameras going in at 500 times. But personally, I do not see any of those issues. What I see is I see a very gorgeous doll that looks like she's almost airbrushed. I see a beautiful screening. I see a beautiful skin tone. And I see a doll that is very easy for redressing. So if you like that, she's great. If you don't like that, not so great. And, that's just going to be what it is. Personally, I now love this doll. I was not 1000% sure whenever she came with her initial outfit, but the way I restyled her, I love her now. And now I can't like imagine her not restyled. So she's for sure going in the cabinet. I'm in love with this doll now. She looks amazing. Chef's kiss, beautiful 10 out of 10. But of course, that's to my own taste. If you don't like this doll and you don't like the way I style it and everything like that, like there are some amazing people that have been doing some amazing restylings. So please look them up. They've been doing a really light and airy type of thing, and I just wanted to do something different. Yeah, so that is going to be the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment, da 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 da. I do respond back. I am pretty active on the social medias, and I do love talking to you guys. Yeah, and please go ahead and sound off. Do you think these dolls are worth these secondary market prices? Because they got me side eye. I'm not even gonna lie. And thanks for watching. Bye.